I don't know why I just like, hi. Hi. Okay, it's probably loud. There's a road behind me. I just am pulled over to the side of a road. I'm obviously in a vehicle. I don't know if it's really obvious, but like this is a car seat, so. Does anybody else's window covers like always fall out of the car? No, just mine? Hi. Hello. There's a lot going on. I feel like I need to preface, if I'm gonna start creating videos again, I've decided that I need to be more, like, for one, I need to be more willing to speak. I kind of feel like I should move in the back so this light isn't cutting my face off, but it's gonna do that regardless. Yeah, it's just been a stupid long time since I made a video and recorded anything, and I'm sitting in my car right now with the most clarity I've ever had in my mind, and I don't feel bothered, and the doors are open, and I rarely ever do anything where I open the doors because I'm gonna just say it now, there's a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff, but I lived in the same house for like 6 years as I was coming into adulthood, and over that period of time, like going into high school, graduating high school, becoming an adult, I just have accumulated a lot of stuff. So on top of like already having a lot of stuff and kind of collecting things with sentimental energy involved in that, it's taken me some time to minimize and apply minimalism ideas to my life that work for me so that I can have the space that I want and have the flow that I want. But for now, since I've been doing this, and also because I have been doing this for a year now. I've been doing this for a year now. And, well, technically it's been over a year, since April. So, I've been doing this for a year now, and it doesn't really feel like it. But it has looked different every single day, every single week, every single month. And I don't feel like I've been present for a large portion of that time. Yeah. I don't know if it's because, well, I've been organizing clutter, decluttering, minimizing and unlearning, relearning, breaking cycles, evolving, expanding, all of that, right? All of those things. While also kind of transitioning away from traditional lifestyle choices like renting and, you know, doing the daily grind and having a 9-to-5 and just doing things like that. I've had to kind of like reel myself in, is what it feels like, because I'm doing something that I wanted to do a long time ago, that I tried to do a long time ago, and I was completely discouraged from it. And then all of a sudden, like, van life blew up even bigger than it was as a concept, and right when I thought I had finally gotten the opportunity to do the thing, things changed, as they do. And since then, I had not given myself that opportunity to actually think that doing that could be real or true for me. So I just reassimilated into having a 9-to-5 and doing the daily grind again. But that is not where my happiness lives. And applying that to my life has taken a lot more work than I realize, work that I'm not in control of, that is outside of myself, and a lot of work with myself that I have to like sit myself down and have a conversation like you would to a child and say, hey, you know, I know that you've been feeling like you can't do any of the things that your heart are truly asking you for, and I know you feel like they're gonna always be out of reach, but I'm gonna do everything that is possible within myself and outside of myself to create that reality for you, me, too small me. But yeah, you know, it's like full circle. When people used to ask me what I wanted to do when I was younger, I had an idea. I knew, and I just would give it a standard answer. And I don't know if that's because I thought what I wanted to do wouldn't be possible, or I wouldn't be able to make that happen, or like it was some like a dream thing. When you grow up in what people like to call the real world, a lot of people around you tend to not believe in their dream and not follow their dream. And even though what they want may be a thing that is real, that other people have had or have access to, or that is possible to have, their dream always ends up being out of reach or unattainable or impossible for whatever reason, right? And I felt like that, but about my whole entire life. I felt like that about my whole existence. Like the way that I wanted to breathe air wouldn't even be possible because I had to do it this way or I wouldn't be able to do it at all. And coming back to myself, coming back into my life, rerouting in my vessel, grounding myself again in new places. I realized that what I want, it just looks so different. I mean, it looks completely different. It looks completely different than even I am imagining it to be. And I know that it's possible, right? I know that what I want is possible. I know that it's attainable, but it looks different than what I'm picturing. And I feel like I've been like tangling with myself against the reality of it and the possibility of it, just because I don't know what it looks like, and just because it looks different than I think it should, or than what I know that it can. And lately I've just kind of been settling in the fact that like my reality looks completely different than any other reality I've ever seen. My reality is something that when I create it fully, like when I put more of my full energy into it, it's not gonna look like anybody else's life. That's one of the main things that I've had to like come home with myself on. My reality is going to look completely different than anyone else's because I'm me, because I want what I want, and because I do what I do, and because of the energy that I am and the part of source that I came from and what I came here to do on this earth, and you know what I love and where my heart lies. Like all of those things equal up to me applying myself differently, like thinking about things differently, looking at things differently, taking things in differently. I mean, I experience the world purely the way that I do. So what I do with the way that I live my life and how it manifests in the world around me, in the real world, it's gonna look unlike anything else that anybody has ever seen. And that has been the most helpful thing to realize, because I have been like, it's hard asking for advice from people who don't have what it is you're trying to get to, and who don't even believe in what you're trying to get to, and don't think that you can have, or don't want you to have, the thing you're trying to get to. So to even give those ideas to people, or you know, things like that, it has just not served me. And I'm learning when to keep my mouth shut, and I am learning when my voice is like as necessary as air. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I know that in living my life the way that I live my life, being the way that it is, So I just know that, you know, when other people, like when people see new things, it allows them to create new ideas and have new and form new beliefs on what is real and what is possible.